Hello friends, good morning you all. In today's lecture we are going to discuss about reproduction in Paramecium. Paramecium reproduces by means of two methods. First one is asexual reproduction and second one is sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, binary fission, autogamy, endomixis and hemimixis. While Paramecia reproduces sexually by means of conjugation, endomixis and hemimixis, these are asexual, autogamy and cytogamy. So asexually Paramecia reproduces by means of binary fission, endomixis, hemimixis, and sexually it reproduces by means of conjugation, autogamy and cytogamy. So today we will discuss about the asexual mode of reproduction in Paramecium, that is binary fission. So binary fission, it is asexual mode of reproduction and it takes place perpendicular to the long axis of the body in transverse section. And in binary fission, two Paramecia are formed at the end. From a single Paramecium, two daughter Paramecia are formed at the end of binary fission. Now binary fission, it takes place during favorable condition. Favorable condition means when there is a optimum temperature in the surrounding and plenty of food material is available, then Paramecia or Paramecium reproduces asexually by means of binary fission when favorable condition is available in the surrounding, that is optimum temperature and plenty of food material is available. Now before binary fission, Paramecium stops all its activities. So before fission it stops its activities like locomotion, functioning of contractile vacuoles, feeding. So before fission it stops feeding, it stops locomotion and also it stops the functioning of contractile vacuole. This is prior to fission. Generally Paramecia stop its activities like feeding and locomotion and functioning of contractile vacuole. Now what is the actual process of binary fission? Now during binary fission, the body of Paramecium, it becomes elongated and spindle shaped. It becomes flat than that of the normal cell. It becomes flat, elongated, spindle shaped, and the nuclei start dividing. There are two nuclei. You are knowing that there are two nuclei, that is, one is meganucleus, one is micronucleus. This is a oral groove, anterior and posterior contractile vacuole. This is the full grown Paramecium, and this full grown Paramecium is showing these cell organelles. Now firstly nuclei starts to divide. Here is important one is that this meganucleus, it divides amitotically, while micronucleus divide mitotically. This is the difference. Micronucleus, it divide by means of a mitosis. Means what happens? It elongates in size. Here is intranuclear spindle fibers are formed and a constriction appears, and later on it divides into two, but the process is mitosis, means there is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase, doubling of the chromosome number and then divides, and equal chromosomes are equally distributed in two daughter nuclei. So after division from the micronucleus, two daughter micronuclei are formed, and both the nuclei they goes towards the opposite ends of the paramecium. One towards the anterior part of the body and other towards the posterior half or part of the body. These two paramecia are two nuclei are formed, daughter nuclei are formed from a single one. Two daughter nuclei are formed from single one. Now at the same time, meganucleus divide amitotically. Micronucleus divide by means of mitosis, by adopting the process of mitosis, and meganucleus it divides amitotically. Here I have right, meganucleus divide by adopting the process of amitosis. Amitosis means it simply elongate, a central constriction appears, and finally two meganuclei are formed, and both the meganuclei they goes towards the opposite half of the body, opposite anterior and posterior half of the body. Thus micronucleus and meganucleus, both the nuclei divide. At the beginning, the oral groove start to disappear. Oral groove, this disappear. Here you look that oral groove disappearing, start to disappearing. Then micronucleus divide, meganucleus divide. After the division of micronucleus and meganucleus, a new oral groove begins to form at each half of the body. See, this is the anterior half of the body, this is posterior half of the body. Anteriorly, new oral groove and buccal chamber begins to form. At the posterior half also, new oral groove and buccal chamber begins to form. And also, there is a formation of new contractile vacuoles at each half of the body. New contractile vacuoles are also begins to form. And after the beginning of formation of this oral groove, contractile vacuole, at the same time, what happens? A central constriction begins to form in the middle of the body of paramecium. This is a constriction central, and this constriction deepens inside. A cytoplasmic constriction deepens inside, and finally this single paramecium, by this constriction, it breaks and divides into two. One is called as proter and other is called as posterior one is called as opisthe. Means this cytoplasmic constriction divides the parent paramecium into two daughter paramecia. The anterior one is called as proter and posterior one is called as opisthe. Each daughter paramecium is having meganucleus, micronucleus, oral groove, anterior and posterior contractile vacuoles. And after some time, the missing organelles are also developed inside. That is, in the endoplasm there is a formation of remaining cytoplasmic organelles takes place. Means like that of the parent one, all the organelles are developed. Body of the paramecium also enlarged, and it becomes fully mature, fully grown. So that is the end of the binary fission. What happens in binary fission? See, once again we will revise. There are body becomes flat, spindle shape, oral groove begins to disappear, meganucleus and micronucleus start to divide, micronucleus divide by means of mitosis, meganucleus simply elongation and constriction divides amitotically. There is a formation of new oral groove at each half, formation of new contractile vacuoles. Then central constriction begins to form at the middle of the body. The central constriction deepens and the single paramecium divides into two daughter paramecia. Anterior is protor, posterior is opiste, and by the way it grows its size and it develops it all the remaining cytoplasmic organelles, and these daughter paramecia then fully mature like that of the parent one. So this is the cloning. This is called as clone also, because the descendant one or the newly formed daughter paramecia are same in size as well as structure and resembles like that of the adult one, their parent one. So it is called as cloning. So this is the process of binary fission. A single paramecium, it takes near about 2 hours to complete by means of, or to reproduce by means of binary fission. So binary fission, it takes a time of 2 hours, and a single paramecium within a day it reproduces generally 3 times in a single day. And paramecia generally reproduces by means of asexual reproduction, binary or any other process. Successive asexual reproduction, when paramecia reproduces successively, repeatedly, by means of asexual reproduction, what happens? The colony becomes weak. Colony becomes weak. And if colony becomes weak, the metabolic activities start to retard. That is called as aging. Aging of the colony due to successive asexual reproduction. Then what happens? When the colony becomes aging or age or declining the race, then what happens? Paramecia again reproduces by adopting a sexual reproduction, nuclear reorganization. Nuclear reorganization process is the sexual reproduction, and new vigorous paramecia are formed. Then again it reproduces by means of asexual reproduction. Means generally paramecia prefers asexual reproduction. When colony becomes weak, then it becomes new rejuvenating paramecia by adopting the sexual mode of reproduction like conjugation or other. So this is about the first type of reproduction, that is asexual mode of reproduction, that is binary fission. Thank you.